Hello, hello, beautiful people, parents and grandparents, and teachers who follow the Oasis family of programs. I'm here with not such a beautiful news today. I am actually very sad about it, but it is part of doing this type of work and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'm here to share that kind of sad news about the Oasis Box program. So the Oasis Classroom, Oasis Kinder, Oasis Summer Camp, all of those are doing fine. Oasis Box is also doing very well in the US part of the business. But I have a sad news about the Canadian side. This has been a very, very difficult decision to make, but we made the decision and I have to share about it. So the thing with the Oasis Box, as you know, this is a subscription box of gardening for kids that we've been sending out to parents and grandparents and aunties and uncles to grow small projects with their kids at home. Um, this is an amazing project, and we've been doing this for 2 years, and it's grown and grown and grown, and the boxes has changed and gotten better and better and better due to the feedback that we've been receiving from people. We, as you probably know, we used to send these to the US and Canada. So as I was saying, the US part of the business is doing really well, and the Canadian part was also doing well in terms of, the number of people who were excited and they were joining and all that. The unfortunate thing about it is in Canada, I don't know how much you're familiar with the Canadian market and shipping and costs of living and costs of everything, but it has been crazy lately. It has gotten to a point that we have been paying out of pocket for our Canadian boxes for months and months and months. But because I'm Canadian myself and I just didn't want to say no to my fellow Canadians, I just kept going with it, and I thought we will find a solution to it. The shipping companies, we changed shipping companies a few times. We really, really, really tried, and it's not just the shipping. Shipping is crazy. Like it is, shipping is one of the biggest parts of it. It's crazy. Um, when we used to send the seeds separately to our US customers, and we used to send the packages from Canada to the US. Right now, we're not doing that. I have staff in the United States, wonderful, wonderful people who actually do, like, we source the seeds locally, we source the soil locally, we print locally, everything within the US, and we pack the boxes there and we send it to you guys, to the US people. But before, at the beginning, because we're a Canadian company, we were sending it from here. Even back then, sending a box this size and with this weight from here in Ontario, Canada, to California would cost us about, like, let's say $6-7. And from here to the BC would cost us somewhere around $15. These boxes are like $30. It's 29, 28, 29 plus like $5, 25 plus $5 shipping. That's what it was back then. And no, back then it was actually cheaper because we raised the price. So it was like we were paying, like our customers were paying $20 for the box, and we were paying $15 to ship it to them. So it's been a long time coming to come up with this decision and this sad news. It's unfortunate, and it has gotten worse. Like lately, 20 boxes, 21 boxes, $23 just to ship the box to Canadians. It's crazy. It's really, really not sustainable. This is a socially conscious type of business. This is, to me, it's all about growing food with kids. It's that part of the business is the main part of the business. It's to get the kiddos growing, right? either if it's with the Oasis Classroom program in the schools, Oasis Kinder program in the schools, Oasis Summer Camp, and Oasis Box, at the homes. The main goal has always been to get the kids growing. But it is a business. Like, we can't pay out of pocket to send these boxes. It's just ridiculous. The shipping costs have been crazy. Also, especially lately with the inflation, crazy inflation that we have in Canada, 6% inflation, everything else that we're putting in the boxes are also more expensive. The prints are expensive, more expensive. The seeds are more expensive. The soil that we put in is more expensive. Labor is more expensive. Anyway, long story short, we have closed the Canadian part operations of the Oasis Box. It breaks my heart, but it's a long time coming, and we could not find a way. We are a very, very small business, and we just couldn't find a way around it. And it's crazy, and it's like, we can't ask you to pay $30 for the box, and then on top of that $20 for the shipping. It's just crazy. We knew we couldn't ask for that. And this box always came with the promise that your price wasn't gonna go up, so I couldn't ask for that. It's just like, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to raise the price. I want this to be affordable and accessible, but it is what it is. It's just not. Oh, the cost of boxes that we get, just these boxes that we get. I don't know if you know about the shortages, about the cardboard and things like that. That's going. Just don't want to bore you with all the details. It just came down to the fact that we had no other choice than closing the Canadian part of the business. Now, the US part of the business is still going. It's going really great, and we're very happy about it. We have staff over there that are excited every month, and they're packing the boxes and they're sending them. And so the Oasis Box project is still going, but not the Canadian side. Now, so today, actually, we shipped, you know that the 17th is the shipment, either in Canada or in the US, shipment date of the month. And the June box went out today. So this was the last box that we sent to our Canadians. We went in, and for all the annual memberships, we refunded the rest of the year. We canceled all the memberships for Canadians. Again, it breaks my heart because I'm a Canadian. I did want to do this, and I kept going and going and going, and I paid out of pocket months after months after months, just because I just didn't want to say no to my fellow Canadians. But it is what it is. It's just had to happen. It's unfortunate, but again, it is what it is. So the Canadian boxes got this in them this month, right on the top. So when you get your box, and we also sent an email. So I sent an email. I personally went in and I copy pasted every Canadian email address, the parents, the members, and I personally, wrote the email to tell you that we're closing the box and this is going to be the last one that you're receiving. And you also will get this at the top of your box, which says that we're closing. But again, this is really, really important. I don't want your kiddos to stop growing. And we're still here because the US part of the business is still going, and we're still sending the boxes there. So we're creating the material month and after month and after month. And as you know, this box came with an online resource library, which had all of the educational material that was in the boxes in there. So as a downloadable PDF. So the games are in there. You can download them. The main thing, which is the step-by-step guide, is in there. You can download it. The main lesson of the box is in there. You can download it. It's all there. Even the coloring pages are there. So every piece of content that gets created by our educators that goes into the box is always every month on the 15th uploaded into your online resource library, which came with the box. Now, we had to go in and we had to cancel all of the Canadian because subscriptions because of what I just told you. But this paper tells you that you can join the online resource library. So please, 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 my fellow Canadians, I don't want your kiddos to stop growing. This would be the saddest thing on the planet for you to, because there is no other box like this out there. So, and that was another reason that I didn't want to stop it. But again, not gonna go back there. It is what it is. I don't want your kiddos to stop growing. So please, 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 please make sure that you go find that email that I sent you that has these two links for joining the online resource library on a monthly or an annual basis so that you can keep growing. If you like your boxes, if you love the growing that you're doing with your kids, all you need to do is to go join this, download, print, or get it on your devices for your kiddos to follow, and you go and find your seeds and soil and pots. And please, please, please keep growing. I wish I could still send you the boxes. Unfortunate that I can't, but I don't want this to be the end of the growing with your kiddos, because that would be the saddest thing on earth. I mean, I am sad, honestly. Yeah, I put the makeup on and I'm sitting here and I'm showing a straight face, but I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to cry, but it breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart, and it would break my heart even more if you guys stop growing with your kids. Some of you are teachers with your students. Just, you were using this material. I'm sorry. I know that I have to be stronger than this, and as a businesswoman, I have to sit here, and these are the difficult decisions that we have to make. But it does break my heart. I can't pretend that it doesn't. It is what it is, though. So please, 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 make sure you go find that email if you're a Canadian and you've been a member. These links are there. When you get your last box, when you open it, this paper is on top. Please go and join us online so that you can still have access to this material. It's obviously for less price than the price that depends actually on when you joined us. At the very, very beginning, these boxes were $15, right? So if you're a $15 member, founding member from the very beginning, well, maybe not, but for all the rest of you, the price of the online resource library is cheaper, a lot cheaper, obviously, because we don't have to, put together stuff to send you. But the downside of it is that you have to go and source your own seeds and soil and things like that. But I know you can do this because you've been a member for a while and you are into the routine of these boxes. And I'm sure that around you can go and find, by now you know where to go get your soil and seeds. There was times that we weren't sending the soil, so you were getting your own soil, right? So all that you need to do now is to get your own seeds too. But all the material, I want you to have access to it. And the online resource library, when you join back into it, you will have access to all of the e-kits since 2022, March or April of 2022, which is more than 24, I don't know, 30 e-kits, right? So never do calculations on the fly on live, right? But I don't know. So count them. Every month we've uploaded. So as soon as you join, you get access to all of them. Plus, every month you'll get access to the new educational material that we upload for you. So if you're a Canadian and you've been a member, please, please, please go and join the online resource library. keep growing with your kids. Don't let this to stop you from growing with your kids. If you're a teacher, with your students. Again, it is what it is. I really fought for this. I really tried. Just wasn't working. Wasn't working, and I have been actually paying out of pocket for this for months. It just had to stop. It made absolutely no business sense for us to continue doing this for Canadians, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. The shipping costs this month compared to last month a lot higher, and the inflation is going higher, and it's everything that was going into the Canadian boxes was it just wasn't working. Again, the US base of the Oasis Box is still going, and I'm still very happy and pumped about that. We have staff there that are packing for you. It's nothing like the Canadian. We are making a profit on it, which is what a business should be doing. And so it's great. It's great. And that's why we will be keep to produce the material. We will keep putting them online, uploading it to the library. And that's why we have the opportunity to still provide my fellow Canadians the online resource library. So go ahead and take advantage of that. Who knows? Maybe sometime in the future, we can bring the Canadian box back. I'm crossing my fingers for that. It's one of my dreams because, again, I'm a Canadian myself, and I would like this to be available to my fellow Canadians. I am sorry about having a sad news. Usually, I'm a very positive person, and usually I come here every Friday, usually with good news. But these things happen, and this one did. And even though I really fought for it to not happen, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on the replay or you're watching right now, if you have questions, put it down. You have my contact information. It's on the website everywhere. And if you're a member, you have it. Reach out. If there's anything I can do to help you, just don't stop growing. That's all I can say. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a good day.